I always get asked what's better, a Minn Kota or a Watersnake? Which is a ridiculous question because this Minn Kota was $5,500. And this one was $4,000. Where my old Watersnake was $1,600, but the new ones are now $1,800. So it's not a fair comparison. Now, I always say, if you don't have Minn Kota money, Watersnake is fine and will get you through just about everything. With that being said, since owning Minn Kotas, I personally wouldn't really go back to Watersnake. Still a great budget-friendly entry electric motor, but once you've tasted caviar, you don't want to go back to catfish. That's a Gossip Girl reference. So with the Watersnake, the stow and deploy was always a lot janky. So with this one, you can just press it and it will fold out like that. With my Watersnake, you kind of had to do it all at the same time or it wasn't coming out. You got to push this forwards with a bit of force and then push that and then it would work. If you just went to push that, it would never come out. I don't know if that was just my model, so if you got a Watersnake or one of the newer model ones, leave a comment and tell me if that's still the case. Now, the next thing that would annoy me with the Watersnake is I'd spend more time actually driving it than actually fishing. Now, this is me definitely being a snob because it does come with autopilot and record track. So you can get around not driving it and actually just fishing. But the main problem is with autopilot, I never like using it, even on my Minn Kota. The reason I don't like using autopilot is because it either goes too fast or it goes too slow. Unlike drift mode on my Minn Kota that I use 95% of the time, you can set the speed at 0.1 mile per hour increments, where autopilot, you're setting the prop speed. You're not actually setting the speed. So if you're going against the current, you're kind of just setting the prop speed until you match the current and then go a bit faster than the current, if that makes sense. That's why I like drift mode, because I can dial in the actual mile per hours, because it's an American brand, Minn Kota, in 0.1 increments. So it doesn't matter how quick the tide's going, I can go 0.1 miles per hour if I want to. And it will hold me there and drive me in the actual direction I want it to go, which is awesome. And then with record track, I never like doing that. Even with my Minn Kota now, I don't do it because if you've ever fished on a boat, there's always something that will tickle your fan and you're going to want to go off that track and go investigate. Like there could be a bust up 10 meters to the right of you and then you're going to go off your track. You're pretty much off the track anyway, so it's pointless to be on the recorded track. That's why I never use the recorded track. So what one should you get? Some people take their boat out a lot like me. Some people take it out probably once every 3 weeks. Or if you go out offshore and all you really need is spot lock, or if you're that old guy that sits in the estuaries just bait fishing, all you need is spot lock. You'll 100% get away with a Watersnake. It's very capable. Price is a lot better at $1,800 compared to $3,000 or $4,000. But if you're like me and take your boat out very often, like I take mine out every single day. So the things that were annoying me on the Watersnake would just annoy me even more because I use it a lot. So that's why I got the Terova, because I want to just come out here, have no fuss, no friction, and just fish.